Hello everyone, welcome to Palmist. Let's do a general analysis of this person's palm. Before we do, please subscribe. And if you want to get your palm analyzed, do WhatsApp us. Please do like and share our videos. Please help us reach more people. Thank you. Now, this is a palm of a 27-year-old woman. Okay, she is about 27 years old. Let's do an analysis and see what is wrong, what are the challenges and opportunities this person will have in their life. Now, what do you see in this person's palm? Okay, if you can zoom in, please do, and take a look at the palm. Now, looking at this person's lifeline, you see the lifeline is here. You can see the lifeline, it goes down up to this point. If you see the mind line, it's there. It's way off. You see the gap here, I'll tell you what this means. You see the heart line, it's all there. It goes up here, comes up here. Now the main lines are here, except the fate line is here up to this point, and after that there is no fate line. Now when you have something like this, guys, there is a thing in palmistry. When you have something like this, you see the dark patches. If you see, it's all over this place. Let me draw it for you so you understand. You see it comes like this. Do you see this? Do you see a patch? This actually not a patch. What this is it's all darks. The lines which have become darker. So it looks like it's creating a patch. Okay. Now what this means is this person's life is going to be filled with challenges. Okay, not good challenges, in a very bad challenges in life. Every single time, every few months, this person is going to face new challenges in life. Because when you have lines like this, one, it shows that you're mentally not stable. Okay, you might look stable, but inside this person is not stable in the mind. They will be suffering a lot in the mind of not finding peace, not finding calmness. They'll always be at war with their mind. They'll always be fighting within themselves. I mean, within them, inside. They'll be fighting. They'll be fighting a war, not a battle, but a war. This is what a mind line, this is what lines a mind can do to your palm. There are promising signs here. But what happens is, if you see here, every single line is cut from the lifeline, the fate line, the mind line, and the heart line. And if you see above this part, it's a war zone. Now, why do I call this a war zone? Is because every single line, see, the lines have to be clear. Like I said, minimum lines means clarity of mind. When you have lines like this means there's a war going on inside yourself. And often people like this, with signs like this, with dark patches like this, which looks like dark patches, when something like this comes into your life, guys, what happens is it starts creating negative vibration in your life. Now, what does negative vibration mean? Negative vibration means anywhere you go, anywhere you put your feet. Okay, it's now I don't know in West how they look at it and things like that, but here in East, in India, or in any other Asian country, the feet where you put your where you go next is very important, especially when a girl like this 27-year-old woman, now she will get married, she will move into her husband's house, or either she will go and live separately. The feet that she puts in is very, very, what happens is when you have signs like this, it becomes very misfortunate. In some cases, it's very, very misfortunate. What happens is things, there's no in there's no prosperity. At the beginning, you pick up and things will start sliding down immediately. Okay, this is what happens in this person's life. There's no luck. This often also what happens is when somebody has done something bad to you, either has done some black magic, or this normally it looks like somebody has done black magic, or somebody has done some sort of negative thing on this person, is why, from this is only 27 years old. I'm sure the signs were not just formed in 6 months. This has been there for years, at least from the age of say 20. Now, what happens is when you're carrying this kind of signs from this age, means there's something that negative has happened to this person. Negative energy has been passed on. Okay, I wouldn't get into names like black magic, voodoo, and things like that. Okay, but there is some dark energy in this person's life, which is not letting this person shine. And what happens is this is your life, full of brightness, like the sun. Okay, I'm just showing the rays. Think of them as rays, or think of it as a lamp pushing the light out. Now, in this person, what has happened is somebody has put a blanket and covered it. This is what the sign indicates. This is not a good sign. What this shows is one, regular health issues, two, regular financial issues, three, chances of getting defamed regularly on a constant, on a, it will keep happening. People will not want to deal with you because the minute you go, that negativity that you carry, people can sense that. People have very good sense, and some person in the crowd will probably say that there's something wrong with you because this is the way they will behave, this is the way they will talk, things like that. So this will bring deformation. People will talk ill about you behind your back and things like that. So that will be on a constant. Fourth, repeated financial losses. Repeated financial losses because your mind is not straight. See, the straight mind will be like this. I'm not talking about the line. I'm talking about the life. But a palm like this will be the mind. What will it will do is this, anybody can make sense. Just say point A, point B in life. Correct? This is how a person with proper mind line and clear palm will look at things from a logical point. And they will say, okay, this is how I have to go from point A to point B or point A to point B, either which ways. But in this person's mind, this will be point A to point B. Do you see this? Why? Because the mind doesn't let you think. Now, can you make sense out of this nonsense? You can't. You can't. You will not even be able to think. And often what happens is when they get married, when they marry into somebody, this can happen to a guy also, guys. I'm just talking, giving an example because I'm looking at a female's palm. So I'm telling you what it means. So when they marry and go in, the guy's life becomes very, very difficult. Very difficult to control. And if you see this mind line, it's not touching here. Keep in mind, this 9, when it's this close, it doesn't have to touch the lifeline. When it's this close, what this means is this person will be a very independent thinker. They will think out of the box. They don't believe in normal traditions and things like that. They will always carve out their own path in life, which is a very, very positive sign. But what happens when it's here, this far, is arrogance comes in. They don't believe in rituals. For example, you go to somebody's tradition things, for example, you go to your friend's house, your neighbor's house, they believe in certain traditions, they have certain beliefs. This person will make fun of that. They will not believe in God. They will question those things. I'm not saying to believe in God or not believe in God. Okay, I'm not touching that point here. I don't care about those things. What I'm trying to tell you is, don't mock it. Don't make fun of it. Well, this person will try to do it. If you force something by saying, come here, do this, do that, they'll start making fun. I don't believe in this. I'm not just talking about religion. It could be anything. So this becomes a big problem in this person's life. There's always an obstacle you ask this person to do something, immediately it will be countered with obstacles. Why like this? Why like that? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Then you start questioning. Then that becomes an irritant factor. When that becomes an irritant factor, even in a relationship, it will be a problem. For example, you plan a dinner, you do something, and immediately you want to have something you plan together, and in the last minute, this person will say, I don't want it, I want something else. So it becomes an irritant in a relationship also. And small, small things will start becoming big things. And often in something like this, the relationship will not last. The marriage is not going to last. Okay, they will have problems, they will either get divorced or they will have constant fights, constant arguments. Everything becomes a nightmare for that person, for the opposite person, not for this person, for the opposite person. I mean, if it's a girl, the husband. It becomes a nightmare for the husband. He will not be able to deal. Initially, yeah, he will try to see, he will try to gauge and make sense, but eventually he will know that you can't make sense because it's too complicated. This is what a complicated hand looks like. Now, what is the remedy for something like this? Either you need to get that energy removed. Okay, you need to get that negative energy removed, or you need to calm your mind. Either go into a rehab. You might be normal, you might look normal, but it's not normal, because a normal palm doesn't look like this. A normal person's life with complications will never be like this. Okay, without complication. With complication, which too much complication is what it looks like. So these signs are never a good sign for you. Initial days in your 18, 20, 19, 17, 16, you will do well up to the age of 20, 21. But after that, when life kicks in, you know, then is when you will start seeing the real this person, and it will become very difficult for the parents, their colleagues, their even their husband to deal with a person like this, because it becomes unreasonable. See, you can't even blame this person because the mind is wired like that. It's a complicated, like I said, this part here. This is too complicated. People with minimum lines, with clear lines, is mind like this. While people with like signs like this, the mind will always be like this, and you will never be able to make sense. Just when you think that you've got it figured it out, they'll prove you wrong immediately. So when you have something like this, I suggest don't try to rush into marriage. My personal suggestion, because I've seen too many marriages break. Okay, so when you have signs like this, don't rush into marriage. Don't try to get married. Don't try to have children. Don't try to think. First, clear your mind. Clear the negative energy in yourself first. Before that, if you try to do anything like this, it will only end up in heartbreak, severe heartbreak, and the thoughts will go into complete nosedive, into very negativity. Sometimes even suicidal thoughts might come into this person's life when they don't get what they want and things like that. They can push by getting suicidal thoughts and things like that in some cases that we've seen. So please be careful. Okay, don't rush into, because you'll ruin your life, you'll ruin the other person's life too. Clear the lines first, clear the mind. I hope this helps. Please subscribe, and if you want to get your palm analyzed, do WhatsApp us. It's in the description box. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Bye bye.